And good morning. Good morning. Here we are again. Second week of development for this new project. And let's have a look at what's the situation right now. So compared to yesterday, in the editor, I added functionality. I had a little bit of specular lights on all the materials, and then the idea is to have the possibility in the editor to change this. Hey Ocean Soul, good morning. Yeah, you can see now we have this strong specular light on the plane. It gives this sort of, I don't know, plasticky, metallic, more like plasticky look. Right, so the idea is to be able to change these properties from the editor. Let me start in C# with this. Right, like this. Will it work? No. Okay, it writes the. But can I? What if I have a class? What if I have a class material that has properties list of material properties, and we select that? Will it work? No. Opens this thing. I was hoping to have it in line. But sadly, it looks like it's not working. So this is not possible, so I will have to do it myself. How this works. Kowaleski, hello, good morning. Should I write the Rust side first? Let's write the Rust side and then we come back in C#. So follow. DirectX 11 for the graphics, ODE for the physics, and right now I just did some experiment with OpenAL for the audio, but nothing is set in stone. So I'm trying to write the engine to be as flexible as possible. My wish will be in the future to convert to Vulkan from DirectX 11. And probably I will look into the possibility of using some different audio APIs. I like Xaudio 2 more than OpenAL, but it doesn't have a C API, so I will have to implement it in my C++. I have a small C++ static library that I use as a bridge between Rust and some functionalities that are only available in C++. Yes, that's correct. Open Dynamic Engine by Russ Smith. Yeah, it's pretty old, but I've been using it forever, so I just know how it works. There is actually a very nice project in native Rust, which is called NPhysics, which I want to have a look at because it looks very interesting. So that could be a possibility to have something native in Rust. Should have the values. Out of pure curiosity, is there any specific reason you choose to build the engine in Rust? no specific reason other that I didn't want to do it in C++ again. So just wanted to try something different. I think there is the possibility that Rust can offer an improvement, but the truth is that until you really try to go and do a real project with it, at least you try to commit and try to do a real project, you never know if a technology can give you advantages or not. So instead of going the same route that I'm used to and do it in C++ as usual, I said, okay, let's keep it interesting and do it in Rust and see how it goes. Okay, exactly, that's the problem. I try to fix the warning and then I get distracted and forget what I'm doing. So where are we? We have 1 million files open that we don't have to. But cannot find the one that I need, obviously, which is exactly this that I'm looking at. So the truth is that we really want the value in here eventually, right? So, but anyway, let's go to C# and write this stuff. But yeah, but it's pretty much the same problem with Vulkan. Is a renderer in DirectX 11 is like this big, a renderer in Vulkan is like this big. So I don't know if it makes sense. Have you worked in competizione? Yes, up until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I left to start a new project. So, what is my favorite game engine? I don't have one. I worked for the last 3 years with a real engine and I hated it, which is the main reason why I started to work again on a smaller game. So, I don't know, probably if I had to do a game and I was in a hurry, I would say Unity, probably. Well, actually, I also like what I see in Unigine, which I don't know if you've seen the news, but is now has a license system similar to. Are you going to sell this engine or make it open source for everyone to use? None of the two. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not making an engine to make an engine. I'm making an engine to make a game. So, yeah, there it is. This one is very cool. So they changed the license. Yeah, so it's now free for personal projects and blah, blah, blah. And it's $150 a month if you make more. If you have a revenue, I think in the last 12 months or more than $100,000. And then it's got this price for a company, and I suppose it's unlimited seats, right? Of about $6,000 per year. And it's a super cool engine. What I like about this engine, Unreal 4, I worked on Unreal 4 for 3 years, for the last 3 years, and I totally hated it. I mean, it's a great engine. I love the end result. The renderer is great, but the workflow is absolutely horrible, and everything is super slow. Especially if you develop in C++, the compile times are huge, super long, and it really doesn't work. With the way I work, if you notice the way I work, I tend to have the compiler check what I'm doing all the time, constantly. And that really didn't work well with a real engine. So I tend to have this write 4 lines compile, write 4 lines compile and check. And it really didn't work well with a real engine. It was 3 years of constant frustration. Boom. So we have to load the model. Okay. Pam. Okay. Nice. Bar, diffuse K. Type diffuse K. The fuck. So stupid. Let's try again. Open, browse, bank. Yes. Diffuse K, type float. Ambient K, type float. It's working. Right, so now we have to create those controls. It looks to me like it should add our properties. Here they are. Diffuse K, ambient K, specular exponent. That's good. Now, what we need, and I was thinking that we were going to need this, is the value. Yeah, that looks like exactly what we want. You may be able to do it and manage memory stream and binary reader from them. Oh my god, that's a lot of work. There's probably a better way to do it. I wonder if I just put this fixed, will it work? Public fix. Is this something they added in core? Did they add this in core? This one. Unsafe struct. Let's see. Unsafe struct. Fixed. Yep. Yes. Value 4. Is it? Still doesn't like it. Needs a type float. You're right. Float. Okay. I put it in the wrong place though. Just want to make sure that the numbers are coming in correctly. Yep. All right. That's very good. So back to Rust. Let's plug in real numbers. What kind of game I'm programming? I think I'm doing a game about sailing boats, but I'm not sure. I will check to see if it is fun to drive and play, and if it is fun, I will continue. Otherwise, I will change to something else. This thing in, and in theory, it should work. In theory, we should open this and we should see the numbers. Yes, here we go. Diffuse 1. Ambient 1, specular 1, specular exponent 30. This is beautiful. Oh, shit. So, the other thing that we need to do is where are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Let me work, right? So now we need the other way around. So we need to go from. So what we need to do is write, for example, 0.5 and see that and see that is going to be tricky because I have to pass an array. I can say fuck it and pass 4 floating points. Let's do this for now. I don't want to go crazy about this. So let's pass 4 floating points. Wow, we're almost there. So this one does JVA set var value. JV material index. Yeah, of course I need material index. Okay, so is this going to work? This goes here, call this, that call this, that goes to Rust and does this, get string, blah blah blah, set var goes here and set the constant buffer, and it should work. So let's make sure everything is built. And let's give it a try. So let's see the object, right? Get this, and let's say that we bang the specular to 200. Nothing is happening here. Set value. Okay, setting all the data. I think we need to commit it, isn't it? We need to make it dirty. That's what it is. So self is dirty true, and this should work. Let's see. All right, bang. Specular level, yes. Here we go. Yeah, totally works. Very cool. Very, very cool. Ambient light down. Very cool. Diffuse light 0, so we get all this specular. Very cool. If I write stupid stuff, perfect. Very, very cool. Happy about that. So before I finish this, let me clear all these warnings that I have in Rust. It's all clean. And I think we're done for today. So the target was pretty much reached. What is left for me to do this afternoon is to implement a route for having different types of data. So instead of only one number, it could be more than one number. It could be a color, things like that. And also try, well, let me try it straight away to see if it works with an object that has more than one material. This is going to have more than one material, right? Any GitHub? No, it's not open source. So No GitHub link, sorry. All right, so here I have more than one material. So let me see if I can do something like, for example, let's see if I can, the skin, which is the main stuff, can I make it dark? Yes. Totally works. Perfect. Perfect. Can I change the tire side? Let's see. Tire side. There you go. Very cool. And I can make it the specular go away. Perfect. 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 Cool. It looks like it's working. Happy for today. My next stream is going to be next Wednesday at, what was it, 6 p.m. Central European Time. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you, I hope, next time. Oh, last question. Where are you going to get the asset work for the sailing game? My wife is modeling the boat, and I hope to be able to show it this week, maybe. I hope so. Yeah, should be able to show it in the editor today, so you can start to see the boat finally, enough with these planes. Right? Okay, guys, thanks a lot, and ciao ciao.